Hey, are we live? Are we live? Right, let me just run that script there. Boom, boom, boom. Looking for script, looking for KSP, searching for active stream. I'll turn off automatic scene switcher today, so it'll only show Kerbal. Right, and then waiting for KSP to launch. Oh, right, okay, right, start. There you go, and it should pick that. There you go. System running, minimal CPU mode engaged. Right, I'll put the podcast I was listening to on. So when I click off now, it'll stay on Kerbal. There is a bug down here with the loans thing, and I had a word with. Turn that off. Right. I had a word with Linux Guru Gamer, a very, very minimal word. He said, yeah, he's not taking on the project, but he can see where there's a bug. So what we'll do is once we paid off the loan, we'll get rid of that mod because we've got this loan to pay off. We've got north of 120 payments to make. I don't think we can just pay it off now. We can't pay it off early, so we've got to make. We've got 500,000 to pay back. So we're just going to make sure we're over 500,000. Well, preferably double that. So we've got 924 in 16 points. Next payment's in 16.7 Kerbin days. So I guess we'll just keep making money. We need to get our money back anyway. Right, we've got a bunch of active things. We've got VIP to Minmus, VIP to Minmus, VIP. They want suborbital flights on Kerbin. So we could do a suborbital flight with them. Is there any more we can take up? Two tourists around the moon. Let's do the suborbital flight, and then we got some stages to bring back. We'll bring some stages back first. So we've got all these 3-4 stages to bring back. Oh, hi, Happy. Sorry, I didn't notice you there. I'm just listening to something else. Hi, Happy. There you go. Right, the script should be working today. Is it on the screen? Yeah, it is on the screen, the thing. So both scripts should be working, but because we're using a probe at the moment, it won't reference chat. So I'll wait till we get... Oh, yeah, we got the Kerbals on board. Sorry, we got Kerbals on board. Okay, we got Kerbals on board. So the Kerbals should be chatting. Yeah, Tom Stead said flying at 516 miles per hour. So even the tourists are giving out technical data. Yeah, so Tom Stead and Derming. So even the tour, I don't have anything on the script to stop the tourists from talking. So the tourists essentially just crew members. But isn't that realistic? Well, apart from the blue, orange, and up and down flights, the not New Glenn, what is it? New Shepard flights. The tourists still get training. It's funny though. Yeah, it's funny. Okay, I'll keep it on. Hopefully they'll say something humorous. I've got some plans for it. I've got plans for other things they can do as well. There you go, 81 by 82. Yeah, New Glenn's the orbital vehicle. Nice naming scheme. And New Shepard was the one, the suborbital one. Wasn't it? Yeah. And New Glenn's the big one. Light. Get these out. Get the solar panels out. So what we're doing at the moment, we're just taking tourists to the lander. 2 of the tourists just want a suborbital flight or an orbital flight, and then 2 tourists want to go to Minmus. So I'll just drop them on the lander. Named after Mercury astronauts. Yeah, named after Mercury astronauts. So where are we? Where's the ferret? The ferret, I believe, is connected to one of the... I believe it's Telford. I believe it's connected to Telford. Where's the other tug? I think the other tug may be docked somewhere. It's not at Cafe Alpha. Oh, there's Brunel there. There's Brunel. Thing is with Telford, because there's a problem with the tugs, the RCS blocks keeps moving around and they keep breaking, and I'm worried about... So I may have to get an engineer out and try and move the RCS blocks. I've always wondered about big landmass on Kerbin. I've never visited it intentionally. I don't think there's any Easter eggs there. I mean, there are a few Easter eggs around. The only Easter eggs I've found, I haven't found it, but I know where one is. I know where the pyramids are because I saw it in a stream once and I didn't want to see it because I'd like to discover it myself. So I know where the pyramids are. But I mean, I don't know where any other locations are. Maybe we could do that on a stream one day. Go and find it. The one on the day side. Yeah, this. I don't know if there's anything over here. No, I've never been over here and explored it either. Oh, like South Pole, South... yeah, nothing like mountain regions down here. Oh, is that launch sites? I've never been to the other launch site either. Woomerang. Like, Woomerang. Like, got like Woomera, isn't it? Woomera in Australia. What are we? What are we doing? We're looking for one of the tugs. We're looking for one of the tugs. The tug is... Where is it? We're looking for Telford. Telford. I believe Telford is connected to the ferret, which is the lander. You know about the unlockable launch sites? Yeah, I believe if you go to it, you can unlock it. But I've never been there. I've never been there. And I've been to the desert one on stream a long time ago. You have to go there to find them and unlock them. We could do that on stream. That's a long way away though from KSC. I mean, I was thinking of flying there. I mean, we could try and orbit there and land there. Boomerang and the desert sites are already unlocked. Oh, are there? There are more sites, are there? There's more sites. Because I've never used that one. I've never been there. There are other hidden ones. I didn't know there were other hidden ones. Oh, okay. We'll have to go and explore then. All right. What are we after? What are we after? We're still looking for Telford. Bunch of these probes here. Found it earlier. Where was it? One is really close to KSC, like 5 minutes by plane. What? The island? It's not the island, is it? Because we know the island. It's easy. All right. We'll have to look at that sometime. We'll have to look at that sometime. No. So it's not the island. Well, I didn't think it'd be the island because it's just up the coast, just north. Okay, all right. Maybe we could look at doing that. I mean, we're still getting money at the moment, so we gotta do these 2 contracts, and then maybe that's something we can put on the to-do list. All right. See, Derming just said mission director hasn't liked the stream net. See, it uses terms like mission director when it can't find chat. So it's still not working. The code may still not be working. Oh, that's annoying. Now, let me restart it. Control C, right, and then restart the Python script. Right, and I got to do my nose as well. Where's the hanky? Yeah, saying ground control. Check out the mountains. It shouldn't be saying ground control. It should be saying viewers' names. Yeah, it's still not working. Still not working. Damn it! I spent a while on that yesterday trying it. But the thing is, I can only test it when you're live streaming. That's why I did the live stream. I think it was early this morning or yesterday morning. I did like an hour stream in the early morning just to try and test it, and it seemed to be working, but it didn't pick up the names of viewers in chat. Yeah, quite irritating. Anyway. Prograde. Have you tried printing a list of viewers in the console, Justin? No, I haven't yet. So it's actually, I mean, we should do that. I mean, that's a logical thing to do. It's giving the name of the stream. It's like 4ZP5FDZW. I assume that's the YouTube code at the top. Waiting for KSP to launch. Right, 0.4 kilometers. It is, yes. It's the code at the top, isn't it? Yeah, 4ZPFD. So it's found the stream. KSB connected. And it goes through the Google API now, because originally I had it just looking for a live stream on my. Now, did you say Z? The Americanism detected. Z, Z, whatever. Z is easier to say than Z. Sorry, just poking fun. Right, 0.3 kilometers. That's fine. That's fine. We go there. Oh, I haven't taken my antihistamines tonight. That's why I may have to nip off and then go and take my antihistamines. Allergies. Okay, what are we looking for? We're going to deliver these tourists to the lander and deliver some fuel to the lander. But we've got one engineer on board, which we might try and fix the RCS blocks. If we can't fix them, we'll have to use another tug. There's a cat under my desk who is currently snoring. I can hear her snores. Well, spring in northern. Yeah, it's spring. Yeah, spring, like late spring, May. Kita Hankyu, Northern Hemisphere. There we go. Northern Hemisphere and Southern Hemisphere has been up in my kanji app lately. The two words. So it's Kita Hankyu and Minami Hankyu. Right, RH. What's my favourite season? I don't know. I kind of like summer, to be honest. I kind of like summer. Kind of like summer. There's no stress, and or less stress. I don't know. It was pretty stressful in work when I did the summer season. When I was in work. The thing is, with summer, I could go, on the drives of the car and that, go places and go for long walks and take my cameras out. In fact, I've been planning to do that because I've got a lot of walk videos on, a few walk videos on this channel, and I've got some on my other channel as well, or one on my other channel. So, I mean, it's something I'd like to do, walking with a camera. Summer can get really hot in Australia. Yeah, you can get really hot summers over there. Yeah, yeah. Because I mean, yeah. Your summers, I think, are a little bit hotter than what we get. Yeah, yeah. Your summers are different. Okay, that's all the fuel. So we didn't transfer all the fuel. We're fine with fuel. So let's get these Kerbals across. F5 case. Right, let's get these Kerbals across. Right, the RCS blocks. I want to check the RCS blocks because you see they're slightly raised. They're meant to be slightly indented, and like it bothered me because there was an update where they changed the style of the RCS blocks, and they changed, and they were suddenly all like not clipping in, and they were protruding, and it just became ugly. So I'm wondering if we can try and move them so it clips slightly in, so it just looks a little bit better. Because I think that's the only RCS blocks we got on it. Because we got the other RCS by there. KSP update. Oh, it was a long time ago. It was a long time. These tugs have been in orbit for many, many years. These, maybe, I don't know, not 10 years, I don't think. Have they been in orbit 10 years? No, because when was the update that brought when was the Wolfhound introduced? Well, they've been there for more than 5 years. These tugs have been around for a long time. Yeah, this is a really old save. This is a really old save. This is a really old save, yeah. Because the robotics weren't in there, or the KerbNet, where the communication. There was no communications and no robotics in it when I started this save. Yeah, it's a really old one. It's really old. There's no robotics, but obviously I've got the DLC for the Wolfhound, so there's probably post-dates that whenever that came out. But I know the RCS blocks were changed at some point. The RCS blocks. Because with the other tugs, I went over and I got engineers out here and moved them. So I'm not sure how we can do it now we're in orbit. Or should we just go with it? Because we're just taking these to minimus, aren't we? That's how. We're making history DLC, yeah, because based on like a real engine. Where's Momoto? Momotoichi. That's out the Keithan mod. Keithan mod? Keithan mod? I don't know of any Keithan mod. I got a few mods here, like this mod here, which is the loan. This has got a problem. That's why there's two Nikons. I had to talk with Linux Guru Gamer, who well, a very brief talk. He responded to one of my suggestions, one of my posts earlier, that saying this mod keeps spawning multiple icons, and he said, yeah, there's an issue there, but he's not taking it on because Linux Guru Gamer is he's got a YouTube channel, and he's someone who just maintains old abandoned mods. It was the first fuel harvest mod. What are we doing? We're transferring Kerbals. I'm just trying to think what we're doing. Yeah, we're transferring Kerbals. Get you. Right, transfer Kerbals. Transfer group. Transfer there. Transfer there. Transfer there. Oh, we got two in here. Oh, two of them don't need to be transferred. Oh, see, I'm not paying attention now. Right, who needs to come back? Because two of them only wanted to go suborbital. There are, well, one's on orbital. Right, Gus Bus and Dermin are coming back to Kerbin. Gus Bus and Derming. Gus Bus. There's Derming there. Derming, transfer crew. Derming is coming there. Right, he's coming back. Gus Bus must be in here. No? Where's Gus Bus? Gus Bus. Gus Bus. Okay. Oh, there you go. There, look, the Kerbal said your name, Happy. The Kerbal, Derming said, hey, Happy, check out the water down there. Right, there's an at in front. That's the first time we've seen it working, haven't we? Because I restarted the code a minute ago. Right, there's an at in front of it. So you never really got out of that struggling for funds phase, like in Korea isn't well balanced, no. It's because we just get distracted making stuff. Just get distracted making stuff, don't we? You know, as the stuff we've made the large vehicles to pick up down stages. 5. You have a theory. Right, let's bring these Kerbals back. We pressed F5, didn't we? It only checks once at the start of the stream when no one has chatted yet. It checks for new chatters every loop. It's meant to check for new chatters every loop. Because at the beginning it says ground control, you see? And ground control is where it should put person's name, but it only puts things like ground control and mission director if it doesn't find any people in chat. But because it's found your name now, it picks it up in the second loop. At least that's how it should be working. Or maybe that's broken. Yeah. We'll keep seeing if it comes, if there's more chatter. We'll keep testing it. We'll keep testing it. So We'll keep testing it. We're not going to hit that, are we? We're not going to hit it. I mean, that's always a possibility. I mean, because it is my dodgy code. I am vibe coding half of it. I mean, I've got stuff I've actually done myself in Python, but something that's a bit more complex. I mean, I had a whole bot I made many years ago, 20 years ago, more than 20 years ago in IRC, and I've got a whole bot that does all sorts of stuff in IRC, Internet Relay Chat. Now with Twitch, when I was streaming on Twitch, the chat in Twitch runs on IRC in the background. It's actually got IRC servers, and through the Twitch settings somewhere you can find the IRC server addresses, and you can connect to them and run an IRC client inside chat on Twitch. On YouTube, you can't. They got their own proprietary system. That's why you have to go through this Google API and that. Yeah, you said that people thought it was a real person. Yeah, but other people thought it was a real person. Yeah, but this is before ChatGPT and Claude and stuff came out. Yeah, and people are having whole conversations, and it was quite funny. But all it was doing was just picking responses from text files and just random responses. But these text files were huge with hundreds of responses, thousands of responses. And it was just picking them at random based on things people were saying in chat. Thing is, it was random enough that it sounded like conversations. But there really wasn't much logic or intelligence behind it at all. It's like artificial intelligence. Sure, yeah, people caught on because people asked. Yeah, it only happened a few times. Most of the times people are happy and just insulting the bot and that. Yeah, people caught on very easily. It's just happened a couple of times where people just asked, "Is Begu a bot?" Seychelles and on. What's Seychelles and on? Seychelles. People always used to be fanatic about going to Seychelles for holidays, and no one does that anymore. Of course, it's closer to you than it is to me. Yeah, I'm looking for the periapsis now for people who are just people who are lurking, just wondering what the hell we're doing. Yeah, I'm looking for the periapsis. I'm going slowly so I don't overshoot. People didn't catch on to that. Yeah, I'm looking for about 82, 81. All right, let me read now. She sells seashells by the seashore. Someone wrote an AI that made tons of posts on 4chan. People were so confused because they were all posted from a Seychelles VPN. They theorized it was some major psyop or something, but it just turned out to be one YouTuber doing an AI experiment. Oh, okay. It's like, oh. Polybius, that's what I'm thinking of. The game Polybius. I was just trying to think of the Stuart Brown documentary, which is on YouTube because he's a YouTuber. I'm just circularizing around 80, 82, 81, and then that's what the orbit I do the deorbit burns from. Okay. But they only caught on because it shows the country of origin for each post a 4chan user makes. People didn't realize it was a bot. Got to make sure that the Kerbals we got on. Derming and Gusbus. Derming and Gusbus are the ones who are coming back, right? So was the bot responding, like in responding to posts? Or was it posting gibberish? Yeah, I got to take my antihistamines in a bit. I'm scratching. I can scratch it. You can hear it on the microphone, I know. Alright, let's bring these Kerbals back. Right, bring the fuel tanks up. We've got more fuel than we usually come back with, so pump the fuel into the back. Yeah, it was like a modern LLM made so it made sense in context. Yeah, because it's just responding to put what people have written, and if it's responding to something, you automatically think like it's human or intelligent. But it was an earlier LLM just before ChatGPT got big, if you recall. But I mean, like, text recognition and responding to text has been around a long time. It's like I was researching a game I used to play many years ago when my main computer was a Sinclair Spectrum. That game was called Terra Malinos, and it was a text adventure game. Well, not so much an adventure, text-based game where you wrote text to do the moves. It wasn't like you're not controlling a sprite or anything. And I was talking with Claude about it, and funny enough, talking about AI, and apparently it only has about 200 different responses that it responds to. There's 200 different responses. It looks for two specific words in everything you type, and those pairs of words, if they're together in things you type, then it'll move the game ahead, like picking things up or moving around the house. Yeah, a game called Terra Malinos, and the entire game fits in 48 kilobytes of memory. The entire game is 48 kilobytes, pictures and all, everything. Yeah, there's new LLMs on a different league, isn't they? They managed to convince your subconscious even when you know it's just AI. Yeah. I mean, we talk to them as if they're friends. We talk to them if they're normal. We do. We just talk to Gemini and ChatGPT and Claude and any others as if they're just normal, don't we? Yeah, Terramolinos, the game, came out in 1985. I looked it up earlier, 1985. And there are far more ambitious text games from that era as well. You know, where you type in text and it understands, or seemingly understands, the text. Oh, I'm going to overshoot again. Oh, we're still faster. Yeah, it mentioned you there. It's all right, okay. I'm not looking at the console output. There was that one about 10 years ago. Was there? Kerbals aren't going to pull out in time. It had the ability to respond to the player. We run out of power, so we can't move. Run out of power. Can't remember what it was called. I've heard of games that my Australian friend, funnily enough, was telling me about. He told me there's a game that will go through your files and find your own identity, and halfway through the game it'll start referring to you. And facade. Just looked it up. Right, hang on. We've done that. We've done those Kerbals. So we've got orbit around Minmus, orbit. They only want to orbit around Minmus, so we don't have to get them to land on Minmus. Let's see if there's any other contracts we can do. It came from 2005. Orbit around Minmus. Anybody else want to orbit around Minmus? Conduct an orbital survey. We don't want to mess around with that right now. Fly by moon, land on moon, fly by moon, land on moon. We could do that after, can we? Well, let's get these Kerbals to Minmus and back. We've got these launch stages. Yeah, that's the one, Happy. That's the one. Yeah. Ducky Ducky Literature Club. Literature. Would that be? Bumpo? Bumpo is grammar. What would be literature? Yeah, you love that game. That's the one. Yeah, my Australian friend was telling me about it. Is how it picks up your name. But it's interesting because I made it. It's probably the only thing I ever did in C++ was a guess the number game. And the guess the number game, it picks up your name from the name that you put into Windows. That's something I made years ago. Like your username for your operating system. Years ago. And that's the only thing I ever did in C++, I think. What are we after? What are we after? What are we after? Right, we've got those Kerbals in orbit. We've got to take them to... Yeah, that's what DDLC does. Right, there's Telford there. Right, we only got to get them to orbit Minmus and come back. Certainly far from the creepiest part of the game. Okay. The BBC did a hit piece on it. See, our BBC's, there's Text Adventures. There was a game on old BBC's, Granny's Garden. It was an educational game that was control from here. Back in the 80s, and that was on BBC's, and all the schools had it. I never got to play it. I never got to play it at all. Where are we going? Minmus. Minmus. Set target. Set target. There's the apoapsis there. But anyway, I've got other plans for things the Kerbals can do and the Kerbals can say, and also I might make a different script. Now I've got access to the Google API for YouTube, then I might do other things, because when I'm streaming Derail Valley, I'd like to go back to streaming Derail Valley at some point, because I enjoy that game. And I might make a different script for Derail Valley. And have text on screen, but there are no characters in Derail Valley though that can seemingly have a chat. So I might just base it on just things it picks up in YouTube chat. I know Derail Valley is interesting, because my most popular non-streamed game on video on YouTube is a Derail Valley video. But when I stream it, seemingly no one seems to like it, or at least I didn't notice. Maybe I haven't streamed it enough. That's to be honest. I haven't streamed Derail Valley enough. I really like Derail Valley. You haven't heard that game? Well, maybe I'll stream sometime and you can see what it's about. It's a first-person perspective railway simulator. I got videos on the channel anyway if you want to see it. Time lapses and other streams. But I will stream it again sometime. Right, so there's Minmus there. So I think I gotta go by there and then a little bit. Oh, don't worry, I'm not going to play it. I'm not going to play it. Don't worry about spoiling it. I'm not going to play it. Flipping moon. I did actually once make another guess the number game. Oh, this was it 20 years ago? No, not quite 20 years ago, 17, 18 years ago. I made another guess the number game in Hot Soup Processor, which was like it uses is it Visual Basic or something, and it writes Visual Basic code, and I used some of my own artwork, but my artwork wasn't that good then, because I produced my art book in when did I do my art book? 2018. That's good enough. We'll go with that. Make sure we're controlling for the same right position, because we've had this problem before. Control from here and see. Have you done any assembly? No. It sounds too hard. It was too difficult. No, it sounds too difficult. Sounds too difficult. I think that's all the projects I've done, really. Yeah, I mean, I did stuff on the Specky years ago. It could be tedious, but it isn't hard per se. Yeah, tedious. Okay. So not hard, but tedious. You wrote a little DOS OS like it. Oh, cool. Speaking of which, haven't the earliest DOS operating systems been open source now? Did I hear something about that not so long ago? I think so. Makes me want to find an old like 086 or 186 or something, and then try. Much to the annoyance of my father, I've actually still got a couple of CRTs in the back room because they're just taking up space. You can run DOS on modern hardware on bare metal, yeah. I mean, it's still x86, isn't it? So it still responds to x86 instructions. as long as they have legacy boot mode. I don't know if it is in, but I'm not here. I'm hearing static. It could be my end, because I've had to mess with the what you call it, the settings in OBS in order to get the microphone sounding good. I've messed with those settings a lot to try and get them sounding good. You might do, because I hear a little bit of static in my headphones as well. I hear a little bit of static in the headphones. It does change if I press the, like, it's got a surround sound button. Might be yours. I can hear it on other. I can't hear it on. Yeah, I think it is mine. I think it is mine, because I can hear static, but it's only when I'm using my headset. It's only when I'm using the headset. I can hear it. It's like, so I can hear a little bit of static as well. So it could be my crummy headset. So I may have to mess with the audio settings a bit more, because I'm worried about clipping, because I don't think I sound as good in this video as I do on the other videos. It's like when I do my face-to-camera videos, I've got a little DJI mic, and that sounds okay. But that has problems as well. There's spikes and that, and I have to edit out certain audio spikes when I'm editing the videos for my other channels. Is my microphone? Yeah, the microphone's still on. I'm just checking. Well, Kerbal audio, because I've got audio levels as well in OBS. Like I can, if I turn the engines off now, I can turn the engines off. Yeah, Kerbal audio is going down. Yeah. Right, that's it. They just want to orbit. We're not going to mess around with landing on Minmus. They just want to orbit. So we'll just come straight back, so we're not wasting fuel. Anything else we can pick up? I believe there's some Kerbals in one of these around here. It's okay, it's gone now. Okay, all right. 28, 29, 28, 29, 28, 20, 28, 6, 28, 5, 28, 4, 28, 3, 2. All right, that'll do. There was a 1 there. There you go, that'll do. Hang on, I got to stretch my legs. Just checking where my cat is. My cat's on the buffet under the desk. But if I rewind, I hear it again. So it must be your end. Yeah, I think it is my end. I think it is my end. I can hear a little bit of static with my headphones as well. But I also got tinnitus. But feed Seabold. Sheebold. Yeah, I'm not even looking at what they're saying. See where it says, let's do what ground control says. It should actually be put in Kerbal's, viewers' names there. It's back again. Don't know if I put the microphone down. I'm not sure if it's come from the microphone or whether it's just because I got microphone volume here. I could put the microphone volume down because I've got the mixer volume for the microphone turned up, and I've got a little microphone volume control on my lap, on the little controls on my lap, and I could tap that down, but I can't see any volumes going down because the controls on my lap don't control the volume. What's that button do? Let me click something a sec. What's that button do? Oh, that's so I can hear it. Right, okay. So I can hear them while I'm talking. Okay. My own monitoring button in OBS. Don't know. Might be my end. No, I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's my end, but if it's your end, then is it bothersome? I just turned the microphone down. I can see that the levels are lower. See, my microphone levels are lower. If I put the microphone level back up again. Oh, Cryptic is here. Hello, Cryptic. Hi, Cryptic. Not really. I was just worried my speakers were balked. These Kerbals are getting an encounter with the moon as well. They're getting more than what they paid for. Make up your mind, Seabold, whether you're looking at the lowlands or the highlands. Right, so their mileage is relative to whatever they're orbiting around. Is it? The mileage they talk about. Okay, what are we doing? We're going back to Kerbin. We will park this in the orbit and an orbit, and then try and bring something up and take these Kerbals back. And we've got a bunch, like 5 different launch stages that we can bring back as well for money. Look at that. Seabold is doing all the talking at the moment. Where's Spacehawk 1? Spacehawk 1 is by there. Right. We can just get that inclination back right by just formatting on Spacehawk 1. Get the apoapsis here. Up there. Descending, ascending node, do a descending burn. Oh, accidentally clicked on a satellite. Stop, 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 stop. Yep. Click on Kerbin, that's what we want. Click on Kerbin. Oh, chat stopped. Maybe I should listen to a podcast. I do have one paused on the other monitor. I do have a podcast paused. And I need to turn the resolution down on that. Press, 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 apostrophe. Yeah, I mean, I know how to stop the time warp, but we needed a time warp anyway, so I just waited to the end. Sorry, I had to walk away for a sec. Oh, okay, you're back. Hello. Hello, Cryptic. Tilde. Now, where's tilde? Because tilde is in different places on different keyboards. Tilde. Next to 1. Yeah, it's not on my keyboard though. See, my keyboard is next to the @ The @ is in different places because I've got a UK keyboard, so I've got the return key. The return key, and I got tilde is above shift, next to the return key. And I call it a return key because a return key and an enter key is 2 different. Next to the Z on a UK keyboard. See, I got a different keyboard then. I got a different keyboard. It's definitely a UK keyboard though. I've always used the UK 102, 104 key plus keyboards. Yeah, my keyboard is an Element Gaming Beryllium. That's slightly knackered. I do have a console key in there. Press that. Because next to the one next to Z is backslash and double pipe, double bar, double pipe. Where are we going? What are we doing now? Right, we don't need to go there. We don't need to go there, so we'll just reduce our orbit. Do you hear that static? Is the static still there now? I mean, it's entirely possible it's my end. No, if I mute my microphone, if I mute the microphone, do you still hear it? Let me mute. Yeah, I got the, hang on. Bar, tilde. It went away. Oh, so it's my microphone then. It's my microphone. Because I got two different mute buttons for the microphone, and it'll probably go away with both of them. So I reckon it's my microphone settings in OBS is picking up background noise like fans, the computer fans or something, and it's boosting it up. Because I have struggled with the microphone settings in OBS. Don't panic. Your speakers are fine. Your speakers are fine. Mind you, you can have really big speakers. Is it true some big, expensive speakers can be broken and damaged by? Oh, he ran out of gas. Right, okay. Is it true some big, expensive speakers can be damaged by sound spikes and static and things? Because I've heard people talk about that. I know people who are audio equipment enthusiasts that they're worried about their speakers breaking or getting damaged. You know, they demand that the speakers that are connected to their mixing desks must be turned down before you turn the computer on and off. It's going a bit far, isn't it? But then if you've got an expensive piece of hardware, you want to protect it. But it's too low level to cause damage. See, what I could do is like, I'm using the USB. I've only got the one USB-C port on my computer, and I've got a USB-C receiver for my DJI microphone, which I use for my face-to-camera videos, and I could plug it into the main PC and then use my clip-on DJI mic, which has got what's it called? It's like interference protection and things on it. But it's too much messing around to do to use the use another microphone when I got the microphone on the headset. Yeah, I'm sure it's my OBS settings. In order to remove some of the spikes in my voice, I don't have a filter for my microphone. I've stuck a piece of tissue with a elastic band around the end of my microphone. I'm going to do a test, BRB, okay? I mean, I could just turn off all the filters in all the microphone filters in OBS on the fly. Seems fine on other videos. Oh, seems fine on other videos. So it's just tonight, is it? It's not static or interference coming through one of these cables, is it? Because I've got loads of cables in my room. And it's not. Don't know. It's only the left speaker. I mean, other random videos, not yours. Seems fine. Oh, Cryptic's name's been. Kerdrin has mentioned Cryptic on the screen. So check out the water down there. See, that's still working. I'm glad that's still working. The script only picks up chatters, people who have actually chatted, so it doesn't pick up people who are lurking, I believe. F5. I should be describing what I'm doing just in case there are lurkers there. Because I can't see the names if there are any lurkers. Yeah, it's cool, isn't it? I'm glad it's working. For the last couple of streams it hasn't been working, but now it is. It's picked up your name. Yeah, check out the water down there. There's a few things they say. They reference people in chat. What are we doing? Right, we've got to go back to the space center and then make sure they're not going to deorbit. We'll bring something up to bring the Kerbals back. Well, we'll use the cheaper launcher again. I know it's not the best, but it's cheap. Okay, load that. Right, this thing is it's not easily controllable when it comes down. I'm wondering if we should do a B6 version and try and improve its control. I know this is the older Kerbal bus. So get that there. Press C so we're doing like a smooth. Move that forward a bit. We'll move this forward a bit. I don't want to clip too much. We'll try that, see if that makes a difference. I've got to go, I've got a lot of homework to do today. No more procrastinating for me. Alright, see you Happy. See you again. Ta-ta. Right. Those wings aren't clipping outside of the thing, are they? Outside of the fairing. We can leave that there. Yeah, they seem fine. I don't really want to rebuild. Maybe we could rebuild the fairing. What's fairing expansion? Right. All right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Delete fairing. Yeah. Expansion is when you put the mouse over it. Is there anything else we can add to this? So I was thinking about removing this and sticking another fuel tank there. We can get rid of those and stick those on there as well, can we? Because those have more. So that is pack volume. Relative wing area 0.5, whereas this is the other one. It's bigger then, isn't it? There, that. Relative wing area 0.61, so it's got more wing area. That's going to move the centre of pressure further back. No, I'll leave it. Is there anything else? Because we've got a new version, we don't need those docking ports on there because we're not using those docking ports. We never use those docking ports, so reduce the weight a little bit. Reduce the weight. Oh, we can stick another parachute on here, I think, because we want this to land slower. Because sometimes it breaks, doesn't it? It breaks. Just put them there random. Lift those. I think that's right. Save. Right, let's rebuild the fairing and then right, build fairing. Is it clipping by there? Is it clipping the wing? Yeah, it is. Oh, I never knew it did that. Alright, let's go. Did I push the microphone up? Yeah, I did push the microphone up. Right, launch. And I'll restart what I was listening to on the other monitor. Click. Why is there Kerbals in there? Is the microphone still on? Yeah. Yeah, you hate it when Kerbals randomly. I know there's been times in the past where I've actually got to orbit and then I've realised, what the Kerbals in there? Kerbals, they really want to go along for the ride, don't they? They really want to stow away. Stowaway, that was the name of the TV series or miniseries. Was it movie or a miniseries? I think it was a miniseries that Scott Manley was a consultant on. It's called Stowaway because they wanted it to be realistic. So Scott Manley, you know, the person who played Kerbal. Being a consultant on a big budget thing. Waiting for the apoapsis to get to about 81, 82. I'll do. We'll coast there. Yeah, when there's no Kerbals on board, it just says probe core. Okay, where is it? Where's Telford? There it is. Okay, we've see. Look at these respawned things, the icons. Yeah, that's actually a bug in that thing. Once we've paid off the loan, next payment is 7.9 days. We haven't even paid off one loan, have we? What's the outgoing? Mainly, yeah, we paid off our one loan, 498. So we've got to keep making money. I think we're losing money. I'm sure we had more money than that earlier. Okay, I'm going to take a break because I've been streaming for. Chat hasn't chatted for a little while. We've still got a few people here, I believe, but I haven't actually got the stats up. It's 2:31 in the morning. Let me just check my phone. 2:36 in the morning, and we've been streaming for 2 hours 39 minutes. So I'm going to leave it here for tonight. Yeah, we've got more money to work on. That's what we're going to be doing just next few days in Kerbal. If I'm playing Kerbal next few days, it's just making money, trying to make money in Kerbal just by building up the reputation again and taking on contracts. What contracts are there? Rescue Jim from orbit of Kerbin. Okay, we get that. Contact atmospheric surveys. Right, we'll do that next time. Okay, time to go. I will turn. Oh, you're still here, Cryptic. Thank you for being here. I'll turn the screen switcher back on, so when I tab out of Kerbal, you can see my cat pictures. Yeah, thanks for being here, Cryptic. And Happy was here earlier, who was chatting, and we had somebody else. We had Momo. What was the name? We had another chatter come in earlier. I can't remember their name. Anyway, I'm going to leave it here. Right, good night.